YouTube viewers, long time no see. It's Kevin Shaw Collectibles here, and I have two new Mcfarlane NHL figures. First up, we have Max Pacioretty of the Montreal Canadiens. Pacioretty's coming off a decent season with us. Honestly, I think he'll definitely be first line or second line next year. He'll have a breakout season. I believe again he could be the Montreal's top leading point scorer, other than PK Subban. Next up, of course, we have Steven Stamkos, Tampa Bay Lightning. I don't know how many times he's won the Hart, Art Ross, etc. And these are both from NHL Series 33. And up next, right now, I'm going to give my overview of the Atlantic Division this year, and basically base my predictions, not just the Atlantic standings. First up, I think in first place will be the Boston Bruins. They may be the Habs' bitter rivals, but they have a darn good team. They may have traded away Horton, who else? Tyler Seguin, Rich Peverley, but they got some pretty good acquisitions, including Louis Eriksson. Louis Eriksson mainly, and Jerome McGinley for that matter. So I believe they will be first overall in the Atlantic Division. Second, I believe, will be the Detroit Red Wings. Jimmy Howard will be solid in net, just like Tuukka Rask at Boston for that matter. And, sorry, had to cough then. Jimmy Howard for sure will be solid in net. Zetterberg, Datsuk will be solid again. They'll have another great season. Defense, Cronwall, Carlo Koliakovo. Yeah, honestly. Also, how about Alfredson now in Detroit? That's a big signing. And also Stephen Weiss. They'll add the much-needed offense. Well, I shouldn't say much-needed. They'll add more offense at Detroit, especially it's looking like a Swedish team. Third place. Sorry, guys. Third place. I'm going to give this one a wild card. I'm going to say Ottawa with this one. The acquisition of Bobby Ryan will be a significant boost. Craig Anderson was actually the best goalie last year in save percentage and goals against average, so hopefully he'll have another solid season in net. And Jason Spezza, Bobby Ryan, Mikulek, Erik Karlsson for sure will all have breakout seasons, and that's why I'm putting Ottawa as third place. Fourth place, I have to go with, as expected, the Montreal Canadiens. I believe as the Olympic season is coming up, Price will play unbelievably in net to get that Olympic spot, but that also does put more pressure on him. Also, with the acquisition of Danny Briere, he may be getting old. I believe he's 35, but he still has lots of gas left in him. He can still score goals. He's a great playoff expert, and along with Pacioretty, PK Subban, Gionta, Lars Eller, and who else are we missing here? Who's a major player? That's really it for Montreal. Like, honestly, I think they'll have a very good season. In fifth place, I'm putting the Maple Leafs. Honestly, they did get David Clarkson. They do have Bernier, Reimer. They still Phil the Thrill, etc. I just think that Toronto won't be able to just match up to the other four teams in the Atlantic Division. It's a high caliber. I'm also playing I'm also playing Toronto as my wild card. So I believe it's either going to be Toronto or Ottawa or Montreal in the third place spot. But Montreal for sure will make the playoffs in that division. In sixth place, I'm putting the Tampa Bay Lightning. Steven Stamkos, Jonathan Drouin, and Marty St. Louis will be a killer line. They will destroy. They'll have lots of points, but the main problem is who's in net. They have Ben Bishop and Anders Lindback. Not a typical Jennings trophy-winning goalie pairing, but honestly, Tampa. You never know. They can surprise. Like, look, a few years ago, they went to the conference finals against Boston and nearly beat them in Game 7. So they can surprise you. In last place, again, the Florida Panthers. Jonathan Huberdeau. They lost Stephen Weiss. They have Tim Thomas now. They signed Tim Thomas a few days ago. That's good for them. He's getting old though, but I just don't believe they'll have the firepower or the defense, for that matter, to just match up to be a playoff team. Anyway, that's my playoff predictions. And two new figures. I plan on getting Eric Carlson tomorrow, and perhaps I'll do some other NHL predictions for the other divisions. Thanks, guys, and have a good one. Kevin Shaw Collectibles.